Hi, I'm Kris W. Laudrum, playing Vladimir Ulyanov, or Lenin, and this is Letters to Lenin.
What made you decide to take on the role of Vladimir Ulyanov?
I decided to take on the role through reading the script, and it's a great character because it's a character we all know. He's quite a famous person. It's great to see how he starts off in this radio drama series from episode 1 all the way to the end, and you see how just this unassuming man grows to be Lenin. It's quite a good. It's an interesting character arc for him.
What was your favorite scenes? Without giving too much away.
My favourite scene is the first introduction of Karl Marx, which is such a strange introduction for this great iconic figure, and then he's just an unassuming pub in Manchester, and they all just sort of fall hand in hand with each other, and it's a great bouncing off between the Marxist socialist movement people and the miners themselves, and they all have a great back and forth between the scenes together. That's my favourite scene.
Which episode is your favorite and why?
My favourite episode is episode 2, as it's the episode that I'm probably most dominant in, so I feel like it's cheating. But there's a great human story between me and my brother and Alexander Ulyanov, and how it's a great little B-plot storyline that runs all the way through, and that does continue through the rest of the series. So I think that's my definitive one that you should start off with.
How does your character impact the story?
A character impacts the story from first off, he's obviously a character that the audience would know just from hearing his name. He's probably the most famous of the characters throughout the series, and from where he starts off as this unassuming brother who was really to Alexander, who was like the sort of the dominant one of the opening scenes, but where he comes out at the end, and how my character impacts Nikolai, especially at the very end. You see the character growth of my character to where he starts as Vladimir to then becoming Lenin, and how he will then impact almost the whole conversation of socialism and Marxism in the modern world.
How do you feel the audiences will react to the story and your portrayal of the character?
The audience will originally get brought in to via the history of this, trying to understand the backstory to these major characters, Lenin, Karl Marx, but then they'll definitely stick around for the character dramas between the two, the relationships they'll figure out along the way, because it really is a character piece at the end of the day. It isn't just a history or documentary telling of it. It's definitely a dramatization, and then we'll get to love these characters and want to figure out where their stories start and how they end.